Fantilli, who will swerve out to center ice, then give it away to Berg. Muskegon with the possession, holds in at the left side of the blue line, twirls it back behind the Muskegon goalie or net, but patrolling there is the defenseman Jacob Guévin off as we restart. Chicago wins it, Babbage carves it ahead, Fantilli, that's Pasternak. Chicago counterattacks, Adam Fantilli down the left wall.
Time of that goal was 8:40 in the first period. Again, Lumberjacks goal scored by 26 Kelly, assisted by 21 Tellier at 8:40 in the first period.
Pivots, top of the circle, he'll give it across Guévin. Guévin, wrist shot, deflected wide. Babbage and now more to Samoskevich. Left wing, Mackie Samoskevich. Or one of the two tenders that Chicago made preseason. Also Fantilli the other. Samoskevich down the right wing, back to the left side, wanted Farrell off of his skate, now to his stick. Samoskevich, right wing. Gallops back to the line, now curls forward, shadowed by Guévin. 11:40 to play, second period, 4-2 Chicago. They have the puck in the attacking zone, but Merrick is able to pry it free. Hudson, back to Tellier, up high Guévin, a drive, they score! Out to center. Picked up by Gleason, maybe a 2-on-1 for Chicago. Gleason down the right wing, centers one! Now hacks it in deep behind the net of Skorpic, who plays it. I believe Ma got a stick onto the stick of Williams to mess up the timing. Wilder Haas, back to Gagne, across the point. Guévin winds and drives. Egan, boy, that was nearly an odd man rush in front of the goaltender Skorpic, but it's off the end of his blade and eventually won by Muskegon behind the Jacks net. Feathers it back to the point. Gagne, now Guévin, long shot, rebound, backhand, score! Territory. Possessed by nobody yet, loose in the circle. Gagne gets to it for the Jacks. Wraps it around behind the goal, and now it's wedged. Pitlick scoops it up to Tellier. A drive from Guévin, loose! 151st in the USHL, has been good. Very active, has won some draws, and Dushin hit hard, but absorbed most of that check, didn't go down. Samoskevich trying to hurdle his way past Guévin. Can't do so, but got the puck to Farrell, and all the way down, 12 seconds to play. Guévin sharply ahead, went one touch to Berg. Muskegon in black attacks the goal to your right. Across the blue line, went to Jacob Guévin, who holds it in. Beautiful Espo of Green Bay's defense, and now it's Servagino ahead for DeBoer. Muskegon will now look to forecheck and get it back, but Nick Port's lost it. Guévin, his countryman, looking zone, backtracking, connects with Guévin, who's pressured by John Middlestat, and nowhere to go with it. They've been in front of the Jacks bench, hands it backwards, but a wobbling pass for Muskegon. Wins it cleanly back into the corner where Guévin patrols, and there's Hank Kemp to Guévin. Exiting the zone and gunning a two-line for Strindon. The tip was wide. Back to the point. Guévin's shot. Alex Nordstrom, who's sealed off against the short boards by David Heimovich. Loose puck in the Muskegon zone. Patrolling there is Kemp. They'll link up with her attacks to center. With its green. Now Kerwin. Wide on the left side. Kerwin shot off the side of the goal. And in behind where Kerwin repossesses. Up high, he'll give it to Murray. Top left circle. Shadowed by Heimovich, who got a stick in the lane. Heimovich hounding the puck carrier Murray all the way around the horn. And now he's drilled by Strindon into the corner boards. Guévin comes over to play the body, gets punched in the back of the head with the referee right there, but not quite enough to draw the call from Tyler Haas. To center, connects with Carfagna. Kemp out of the box. Carfagna back into Muskegon ice, where it can be clubbed forward by Gathers. And now it can be flubbed ahead to Middlestat. Middlestat sprinting forward. Lost his footing. Guévin, period 2, scramble for the face-off. Collected by Jack Williams, who's thrown rough onto the stick of Hanley, who throws it rink wide through center. Scooping it up is Kerwin. Drop past Carfagna. Low shot into the stick of Skorpic. And blasted by Williams, but it missed wide left. Guévin holds it in. Ports to the side of the goal for Tellier. And Green Bay attacks the other way. Schmaltz's long shot, wide left.
Rose up ahead for Cole Birch. Down the left, Mike Brown, red line, blue line, and in. Over to Rose. On his backhand, throws one. Now comes near side. Ports cycles it to the defenseman. Centering attempt for Williams. Took a shot, fanned on it. Scholl gets to Guévin. to Kemp, to Guévin, takes a wall to Williams, sent back for Guévin, almost turned it over to Silver, ran into him, and the Phantoms will come away with the loose puck. Bring it to center is Larrigan, but Muskegon gets control of the puck and out to center. Durant ahead, off of Guévin, and he'll send it out to center. Riley catches up to it in the official's crease, sends it. Williams wins the draw to Guévin. Tried to send it behind the cage, taken away by Wallace. Centering attempt for Standard, didn't get Goodwood off control, and they'll carry it ahead to center. Massachusetts native gets it ahead at center for Wallace. Wallace bumps a man in the corner, but Guévin comes away with the puck. Clears it out to center to Sinclair. They get jammed up in the official's crease, thrown up for the cage, redirected by Merkulov, but he didn't get it on net, and loose puck is picked up by Guévin. The defenseman with speed through center, down the right wing wall of the Youngstown zone. Now bringing it ahead, it's Merkulov. Merkulov between the circles, stripped of the puck as it trickles over to the left wing wall. Merkulov gets it back, has Merrick draped all over him. Losing his footing was O'Coin, turned it over to Birch, took a pinching in on the play. Down to Malone below the red line. Bodied up by Guévin. Jack fighter, it's taken away by Fury. Up for Durant at center. Plays it through Guévin. A far wall. Throws it back near side, finds Guévin as Muskegon clears the zone. Into Larkin's skates, but they turn it over. Duran and Standard, a 2-on-1. To Standard, took a shot, drift with 8 seconds left in the penalty. Guévin, left wing wall. Shot from the right point was Gagne, he missed it wide. Guévin to the rebound. Behind him, up ahead off of Silich at center. Trying to catch up to it is Merkulov, as I think the Phantoms have 4 forwards on the ice right now. Of Hyman to Tellier, tried to take a shot, but Hyman blocked away nicely by Hillman. Looks to center for a receiver, finds Merkulov. Georgie pulls up in the right circle. Packer on the ice right now with 1:28 left in the third of a 1-goal hockey game. Behind the net, it's Merkulov.
And plays it towards the front of the net for Dylan Duke, who's knocked down by Davis Pennington of Muskegon. He's behind the net, and now it's slapped up high to Jacob Guévin across Pennington. Will drive it, score! Drops it toward the cage. It flutters into the near left corner where a battle ensues. Rim toward Tom Sinclair, comes to Owen Mellenbacher. Now to the front, look out, open is Cooley, and we'll flip it near side off the boards. Guévin, right circle, looking in. Guévin fires it out front, they score! Now finesses it to Martin and gets it back to Howard and ahead to Lucius. Lucius in the slot of Muskegon. Behind the Muskegon goal, here is Jacob Guévin. Looking ahead for Tellier. Those two combined for us. And Muskegon possesses. Pennington chips behind the net. Guévin, his defense partner, will float out to center. And now it's Gassot down the left wing. Springing Ethan Strachey ahead is Devine with a pass. Strachey's shot right side off the stick of Skorpic. Rebound into the corner. A skirmish. It'll pop to Guévin, who will show some friendly fire as two U18s collide. Puck on the stick of Gassot. And Kelly wins the defensive zone face-off to Guévin in the corner. He's sandwiched in his last 4 games. That's not bad. Muskegon, about 2.5 goals, still fended off by Homer. And now it's Knubel. Across another try. That one knocked down by Guévin and sent wide. Duke behind the net for the 18s. Will turn one way, then the other, and give it to Cooley, far side. Left wing, attacking zone for the Americans. In the high slot, he'll finesse one forward for Pastajov, right wall. Pastajov back to Cooley. Top left circle. Give and go, Strachey to Hershuk. Hershuk, despite the fact that 5 have gone in on him, he the blue line for Tellier, who goes back to Pennington. And now it's Guévin exiting the zone. He'll rope it in all the way around. Gilmartin tried to fire a shot right on goal as Skorpic was out of position after he tried to play it, but the highest scoring game in the USHL this season, also their highest scoring game in franchise history, a 10-8 tilt against Chicago. Berg outdueled by Gassot, and now it is glassed out to center. Gilmartin, maybe a 2-on-1 for the shorthanded 18s. Gilmartin deking right in, but he'll curl ahead and now drop it for Wen as they crisscross. Here's Guévin, high slot wrist. They're rebounded. 159 penalty minutes in their last game. Tonight we've got 6. Hudson. Williams below the Muskegon goal line in the corner will be Merrick. Merrick wins it over to Guévin. Pounded off the
Patrick Jacobs or Michael Zyla as this one trickles back into the Muskegon zone. Skorpic lets it bounce over to Guévin. Tried to send it back down low. Held in at the point by Isagai. Kenta punched it into the corner, but Malone could not get there to start the side. Jacks win that draw. That was Berg. Off of his stick, back to Kyle Fury. Fury ahead to Durant. Has a man behind the defense, but he couldn't take the pass cleanly. That was Birch. Birch. Ahead to Grattan, touches it to Silic. Down the left side, not his own end. Throws it over to Guévin. His fellow came out to center. Ahead to Malone. Jack pulls up. Cross-ice feed is looking back for Hall. Stolen away by Tanner Kelly and ahead at center. And they do clear it out to center. Battle for it in the officials' crease. Forward, but can't get it out of the zone. Guévin fires a shot. Redirected in the second period, the period of the long change. Guévin change up the defense behind the play as Skorpic sets it up for Guévin.
It look as Gushin started that off with a little pull on the head and pushed him down, but nonetheless, the Phantoms continue to kill this penalty.
Can't hold the zone. Dunbar retreats forward at center, gets it over to Guévin. Ando struggled against the Jacks this year, just 2 points in zone by Ando. Off the corner boards, it bounces to Skorpic. He sets it up for Guévin. Tried to get it back to against Hillman in the circle, and Mellenbacher wins that contest. Bringing it ahead is side of the cage. Guévin picks up the rebound and will start to carry it ahead. Out at center, off the back down low, looking for Fury, taken away by Guévin. Shoveled ahead, Rand gloves it down and carries it into the zone. Riley couldn't force back below the red line. It's Guévin trying to get away from Wallace, but it's turned over to Hillman. Hillman, skate to stick taken away by Guévin.
And the
fair by Malone. Jack into the zone, 2-on-3. Malone fought through a check, got hooked down, penalty behind him to Guévin one more time, up for Gushin.